Hello, guys. We have Elina Sinz here in the house at Golf Lab.
Yeah, thanks
Welcome.
for having me. Thank you.
So tell me, what are you working on right now?
So we just did some full swing work, and now I'm sitting on the putting green, just working on a little bit of stroke and speed.
Cool.
Yeah.
When
thanks
your
for having
season
me.
starts?
I am going to be in Florida for a few weeks to start the Epsom season in March. So, first week of March till the end of the month.
Your social? Your Instagram?
Yeah. Elina Sinz, just ELINASINZ. Super easy. So.
Follow her.
Yeah. Shout out. That's awesome.
Hey, Elina, at what time of your life do you
Right.
decide you want to do golf, like professional golf?
Oh gosh. I started playing when I was 9. My dad introduced me, and then kind of realized I wanted to play college golf. And once I got into that and realized that golf was something that I kind of had a talent for, but also was challenging. So I knew I had to work at it. Something that I got both like an athletic but also a mental challenge out of. I thought that it's something that I could take pretty far. And then once I got into college golf, I committed and everything. I thought that this is really something I want to do, and that there's really a space for it. Women's golf is really growing at that point.
It's growing a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So kind of just before I got to college, just seeing a lot of big names come up that creating a space that I didn't really know about. So like you see men's golf all the time on TV. I'd never really been introduced to a ton of women's golfers. Like we'd always go watch like Michelle and stuff when I was younger, but it was so cool to see women's golf starting to become really popular. And so then being able to see that, you get to see yourself in those shoes and kind of think, oh, I have the opportunity to do this. You know, when you're young, you don't know as much, and then you kind of get out into the real world and you're like, wow, there's a space for me. It's something I can totally approach. And then with college golf, super good opportunity to get out into that space and kind of make a name for yourself. And that's kind of how it worked out.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
me.
women's golf is growing a lot, and
a ton.
look at TGL now.
I know. Yeah, it's so exciting.
It's gonna be fun to watch. I heard Nelly Corda saying like, "Hey, why you guys don't like mix it up?" I mean, that would be really cool. Really cool. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of space for.
Yeah, and it's one thing to watch, you know, the men play and everything, and it's really cool, but it's not as relatable. So it's like when you watch women do it, you're like, okay, well, my numbers can look like her numbers, or like my swing needs to look like this, like my body is built this way, you know. So it's a little bit more relatable on that front. Obviously, the men are doing one thing and the women are doing another. So
how important is fitness for you in golf?
Oh, super, and even like we talk a lot about Tiger changed the game on that front, you know, being very physically fit. Everyone's hitting the ball farther now. We're playing a little bit different golf courses, wide open. It's kind of starting to become like a big hitter's paradise, you know? And so being really strong, being really fit, but also the longevity on that front. So if you're going to hit the ball really far for a while, you know, you've got to be really strong and your body's got to be able to handle that. So on both ends, being able to do it for a long time, but also be at peak performance potential for as long as you can be.
Yeah, like you mentioned before, like earlier today, like okay, I want to go like 105 with my driver, but like okay, how
long can I do that for?
I can hold it. Yes, yeah, exactly. Totally agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Or something that clicked and I was like, I tried that and it's like it's game changing.
Oh gosh,
you have something?
I think that's so hard because golf is so picky. Like everything is so small.
Yeah, one thing could wear on the other.
And then the next day you're like, what the heck? Oh, that's a hard question. Actually, from one of my college.
I'm picking your brain here.
Yeah, one of my college coaches, like to be really athletic.
Yeah.
When you're hitting the ball, like at one point, and I'm a super field player, so this resonates with me, like maybe not so much on the mechanic side, but you can sit on the range and you're like, oh, my takeaway needs to be here, my hands need to be here, like all this like really technical stuff. But at the end of the day, like if you're going to get up there and say, I just want to hit a high draw, like feel that and just be athletic and do it. There's a line, you know, where it gets to like, I can only screw with my swing so much until I just have to get up there and just hit the golf shot.
Yeah.
You know, and
I tell a lot to my students. I mean, not many are competitive, but at the end, I think that's even harder because if you don't know where the ball's gonna start, so like just be really intentional of the shot that you're gonna try to do.
Yeah.
And then be athletic.
Right. Exactly.
Just make sure how you're going to. Just make sure what you're gonna do on the back end.
When it takes a lot of trust as well. Yeah. So that's like all the reps that come before, and then you're in game mode. And that changes. So like getting all my drills in, my swing reps in, like everything, putting, chipping, everything. And then you get onto the golf course and now it's game time. Totally different ballpark. Now I'm switching it to athlete mode.
How you feel with your putting?
I actually have found a little bit of a new love for it. I used to really hate practicing putting because I thought it was boring. But the more I get into the stats and the more like I've found a new respect for it, I actually really enjoy getting to learn a little bit more about my putting. So I feel like in the last year, that is something that I've taken a lot of time to learn more about. I feel like this is something I had like maybe an information lacking in for a while. So last year I've been working a lot on it. Yeah.
What's, for being a professional player, what's the hardest thing that people don't see?
Time spent on the road. I would say it can be really hard to manage relationships, whether it be like friendships or family or whatever that you have at home when we're gone 23-ish weeks of the year. So I know like a lot of girls can complain about being lonely, like being on the road so much, like not having that emotional stability almost. And then also like having to emotionally adapt week to week. So if you have a bad week, but you know that you've got to play 3 more back to back, how do you then bounce back? So if you have a bad first week and you know you've got to keep playing, like how do you readjust and kind of almost forget the last week and restart and say, okay, well, I'm perfectly capable of doing this and moving forward without carrying whatever baggage that is here.
Yeah, and golf being so like a super mental sport,
Right.
like being lonely all the time, it can
Totally.
can
It takes a
affect.
toll.
It takes a toll, yes. And I feel like a lot of people's like, I would like to be a professional player. Was like, are you sure?
Yeah, it's like the idea is very glamorous.
Yes.
So like, and then
it has the perks.
Yes, of course, and it's better than being in an office, you know. And I love to be outside, and you get to see so many cool places and meet cool people. But there's definitely the emotional and physical toll it can take on you for sure. Yeah.
You're pretty big on social.
Yeah, I've been trying. So I figured like, I mean, I'm hitting balls every day, and I take swing videos anyway. So I might as well start putting it on camera.
I mean, you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, and there's a space for it. A lot of people are super interested.
You like it?
In I do. I like it. I enjoy it. It's been a good opportunity to network and kind of.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, exactly, perfectly. And you get reach beyond like your geographic area. You know, you can. I mean, with the internet now, you can talk to anybody, literally anywhere on the planet at any time. And people seem super interested in like the journey of like, you know, I didn't come out straight out of school and get my card, you know, so it's like, they're like, how does this work? Like getting a little bit of the inside scoop of what's going on in this kind of situation, like me playing on Epson and what my training looks like and all this stuff. So people seem to really have an interest in it, which I think is super cool because you never know really what people are looking for.
And what's the thing you like the most about playing professional? You like the rush?
I do. Like the competition. I just know that I would miss it.
I think it's a silly question, but are you competitive?
Oh, super. Yeah. But it's also not only with yourself, but like you see a ton of other people, like when you get on the golf course, or even if there's like, you go play an LPGA event or something that's like the next level, you're like, oh, well, what is this person doing that I need to be doing? Or what is this drill? What are they swinging it like? And there's this whole like competitive comparison going on, and it's almost like you really have to have the discipline to be like, this is what works for me. I'm gonna experiment a little bit. This might work, this might not, and kind of information gather and then narrow it down. So there's a little bit of.
Would you consider yourself a big time observer of what other like more experienced golfers do?
And I think there's a curve.
Or you try to do your own path?
I try, so a little bit of both. It's good to like reach out and you're like, oh, this is really interesting that this person is doing, but then also accepting that it might not work for me.
Yeah.
So being able to like be really disciplined and logically think about the stuff versus like, oh, like this looks really cool or this is really working for this person. You can try it. Cool. That just gathers more data for you, but it might not work.
Yeah.
And you just
I mean,
have
at
to be
the
able
end,
to say, okay, it doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, at the end, golf is just.
Individual
That's why
sport.
it's individual sport.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone just moves different. Everyone's different. And
when golf is so picky, everyone's body's different. You're not going to swing it the same as the girl next to you on the range. It just.
Like I said, if I try to do what you're doing, I'll break it. I'll snap my back in two.
Yeah. So it's totally a little bit of a like tug of war game, especially like being an individual sport, but also having to watch what everybody else is doing. I mean, there's 140 people in the field. It's a lot of stuff to look at.
Have you ever played with someone that you admire? Or at least someone that you feel like, oh my God, this is where I want to go?
Oh, I will say, so I qualified for the U.S. Open this last year, and I played practice round with Lydia Ko, and that was the first time I was like, wow, I really need to learn how to tip. It was the first time I was like, oh, there's so much I feel like I don't know. Yeah, she's good.
I mean, there's a reason she's Hall of Fame,
yeah,
right?
seriously. I mean, there's definitely levels to it. I mean, you watch some of these girls and you're like, gosh, I want to be where you're at. And that's kind of where that like discipline comes in, where it's like, I really like what you're doing and you're working with this coach and you're doing these drills and you're working on this. And then it's like, how do I get there but do it for how it works for me? So that's kind of how that all shakes out. But yeah, so that was really cool. I was like, I really need to learn how to hit some shots I didn't know how to hit before.
Yeah, I mean, at that level, they have some special shots on their bag, and it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah. You full-time hold golf right now?
Yes.
What's a normal day for you?
Morning practice. I usually get up like 6:30. I have a dog, so I walk my dog. I eat breakfast, have my quiet time, and then practice in the morning till a little bit after lunch. Have lunch either at the golf course, or I'll take it with me, and then I go work out, and then I go home, do some recovery, get some like social media work done or something like that. So usually full day.
How many hours? How many hours a day you practice? When the weather's not like this?
Yeah. It depends. Like if I'm not out on the golf course, 3 or 4 hours between like short game and stuff, and then obviously like if I go play 18, it'll be like 6 or something like that. So it can range, but usually like 3 to 4 if I'm not on the golf course.
You enjoyed it, I guess.
I do. Yeah.
It's fun. It's
relaxing. Fun. It is. Sometimes.
When you're hitting it good.
Yeah, totally. No, it's been really rewarding. I mean, I wouldn't want to do anything else. So.
Really? Looking ahead on your career, what kind of impact do you want to have beyond winning tournaments?
Right, beyond the golf scape.
Yeah. Because again, you're big time on social, so I feel like you want to have big impact, not just golf.
When I try to be very careful as well, like when you have a platform, you have to be very intentional with what you kind of tell the people that are interested in your story, right? Yeah. And I pride myself on the golf front of like, I want to do something hard and I want to do it well. And the work that it takes to get there can be really frustrating, and you can have some really like low lows, and the highs can be really high. And finding a balance and all that, like being able to build systems that work for you, build a team that works for you, be really intentional with the people that you surround yourself with, like everything that you consume, and especially with like social media and all the like music and videos and like this really fast, consuming all this information all the time.
And also the purpose on how people could approach to you.
Right.
Because I mean, you never know.
Right, exactly. And everything you surround yourself with has such an impact on the work that you're doing. Just to be really intentional with everything you allow into your space and the people that you work with. It's very easy to, like, not everything you see is so real, and not everything is as easy as it looks. Like, social media is like a highlight reel of everyone's life. You know, not everything is, I scroll on, these people are on vacation or getting married or whatever it is, but you don't see the behind the scenes, you know? So when you see like these professional athletes and everything, it looks really super glamorous, but we put in a lot of work and it's really rewarding. So you see the fruits of that, but it's also really cool to be able to see
but like what you had to go like through to get there, right?
Yeah, not
I think
everything
that's the process
as
that a lot of people don't see.
Of
like,
course.
oh, he's super famous, he's rich, he's winning a lot of tournaments. Okay, like, you know, the amount of
how many
work.
Hours? Yeah, it's super rewarding. Don't get me wrong, but everything in life that's worth having is worth working hard for. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of how I try to
that's
face
perfect.
everything. Yeah.
Based on that, I mean, you're in a really, really early stage of your career.
Yeah.
But like, if you have to say something to younger generations, like little girls, what would you say?
It took me a while to figure out really who I am, like my really core values, my core beliefs, and to really stick to that when it can be very easily to become influenced by everything else that's going on in the world. So saying like, I am a hardworking person, I believe in this, I want to show up as this person, whatever it is, like your core set of values, to really, really stick to that, because that's how it shows up in your work. You know, if you pride yourself on being like very competitive and very like perfectionist, nitty gritty kind of thing, that's going to show up in how you perform. Or if you're, you know, you think, oh, I can take a day off here and a day off here and whatever it is, like that's also going to show up. So being really intentional with like who you show up as every day, like super important, super important.
And something that I see on the best juniors out there is like, they don't wait for their parents to tell them go practice.
Right.
The best
the
players.
The work ethic is, it's irreplaceable, really.
And the thing is that it, like at such a young age, it gets really lonely really quick.
Oh yeah, really
because
fast.
you can go, I mean, not party, but you
shrinks.
can, you can go like have fun with the kids, like normal things that kids would do, because you're in a golf course.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't get to go to any school dances, whatever it is, like these things that seem really, really big at the time, big picture are really not that big, because then when you're working really hard, these rewards, big picture, are worth more than like all the small in the moment things. But when you're in that moment, you can be blind to it. Like, gosh, I really feel really strongly about this, or I really want to go to this event, or like I'm really sad about missing. I had all those moments. Like not going to school dances and all these things and missing friends and hanging out and partying and all this stuff.
But it's worth it.
Totally worth it. That's why like super important to stick to who you are.
And based on that, because you mentioned something, based on that, if you want to share it,
right.
Based on that, have you have any like really low in your career where you're like, oh my God, I want to quit?
Gosh, I mean, generally speaking, there's like golf is so streaky that like you can have weeks where you can't find a feel. You can't, I mean, you just go on the road and you're like miscut. And you're like, why do I do this? I mean, girls sit in their car and cry after, like so frustrating. And it takes such a toll on you. I mean, physically you can get very down, you feel small, you feel like very discouraged.
Mentally tough.
Yeah. And it's really hard to see that it's going to change, but golf is like a light switch. Like you never know next week and you just have to keep pushing. And I've had, I mean, you sit there and you're like, oh, I just missed 3 cuts in a row. Like, what am I doing this for? I mean, it's expensive, you know, it's on the road, you're busy, it's hard work. And it's like, what am I doing this for? But then the light switches and you have 3 good weeks and you're like, it makes it all worth it, you know? So
you completely forget about the other 3. I mean, and I guess everything's just it's learning. It's a learning curve.
Yeah. When they say to be a goldfish, you know, the memory, like not to let all this baggage kind of hang on you. Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
I love your analogies.
Yeah.
Okay, last question.
Right.
If you have to say, let's say you have the opportunity to write something in the sky.
Oh gosh.
What would that be?
Oh, that's a hard question. Let me think.
It can be golf related, it can be life related, or it can be both.
Yeah. Gosh, let me think. Just a quick phrase, huh?
Yeah. Because we talk about the impact that you want to have.
Right.
Not just golf, but overall.
I think generally speaking, be super intentional, like with everything that you do. Whether it's like, I'm a huge like quality over quantity. If you're gonna like, if it has to do with golf, okay, if you're gonna go practice, make that deep focus for as long as you can take it, and then once it's not, you're not in it anymore, give it a break. You know, like, and then with the people that you surround yourself with, are these people, you know, supporting me in my goals? Are we working well together? Whatever it is, being super intentional, like what you put in your body, how you work out, all these things.
That's so important.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important, and it took me a long time to learn that like everything really does matter that you surround yourself with, what you put in your body, how you move it, what you do with it. Like, I mean, everything is so important.
So be intentional.
Be intentional,
And follow your dreams.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Well, Elina, thank you so much. You know,
thanks for having me.
Golf Live is your house.
Yes.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
Super good to meet you. Thank you. Awesome.